Military action. 200 families rendered homeless as 200 houses are demolished for presidential fleet projects. You can imagine, just because of presidential fleet projects, they demolished 200 houses. Hmm. Now where will they go? Now where will they go, my people? You can now see the power that the military has acquired, and the action, the unfair action that they are taking on innocent citizens. You know, makes sense, my people, if you ask me. Let's check the content. This is today's news. Landowners in Nuwanle, Abuja, who were recently displaced by a federal government action, have petitioned for compensation. Over 200 families from Nuwanle, a rural settlement along Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport Road, have been left homeless following the demolition of their homes to facilitate an expansion of the presidential air fleet. The demolition was executed by the Federal Capital Development Authority (FCDA) at the request for the Nigerian Air Force. The affected families have been relocated to neighboring communities such as Zamani Sauka, Giri Ido, and Gwagwalada. Details on the Presidential Air Fleet project and its funding are unclear, but indications suggest that constructions will soon begin, with Nigerian Air Force personnel already mobilized to the site. Despite this, the displaced residents report that they have not received any compensation from the Nixon Wike-led Federal Capital Territory Administration, the Nigerian Air Force, or the Ministry of Aviation. In December, during a community meeting, Mukhtar Galadima, director of the FCT Department of Development Control, indicated that the Air Force had notified the FCT minister about the relocation plan but left the status of compensation uncertain. Galadima promised to investigate further with the FCT Department of Resettlement and Compensation and the Nigerian Air Force to clarify whether any compensation had been paid. Galadima previously stated that residents were given a 2-month notice prior to the demolition and that his office had communicated the administration's policy on relocating indigenous communities to the Air Force. He mentioned that indigenous properties were exempt from demolition due to statutory obligations for relocation and compensation. Thank you for listening to today's news. All right, Nigerians, that is that for now. I'm just you know, uh, very much inquisitive to know why the the military took this ugly action. But even if they gave them 2 months notice, what about the justification of that action? The action the military just took, is it a justifiable one? Are they supposed to demolish those buildings? Are they? This is why people find it so difficult and very hard to, to purchase land or houses nowadays because of fear of government takeover or military takeover. They will tell you, I'm afraid it's going to be an acquisition land. It is true. You understand? That's the truth of the matter. Anyway, my dear listeners, it's a pleasure. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to broadcast to you this very day. Thank you so much. It is a pleasure. Um, the military, I would say they need to reconsider. They need to reconsider and watch before leaping. Watch before leaping because now these people that they have, left stranded, over 200 families, and we are talking about 200 families. We have not even counted them, because we counted them by homes demolished. You know, now these people have been, made to be homeless. Where do they expect them to stay? Not that a provision was made for them. So that is just it. So let me hear from you, and then let us know what the truth actually is. This is today's news. So please, dear listeners, based on what has just been said, this is not just a joke. Don't forget to click on the red subscribe buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.